Shuffle your deck, it's game time now. What else would you expect? Get comfy, get cozy, get ready to play. It's Tantrum House live on your Saturday. We're playing games with Wood and Meeple, sharing the news for all you geeky people. From the couch to the table and back again. Come and hang out with your tabletop friends. Your tabletop friends. We laugh, we learn, we level up too. We play with the chat, yeah, especially you. Unboxing the latest, we're bringing the wow. First Saturday of the month, fun starts now. We're playing games with cups from cardboard. Winning is fun and that's our reward. From the couch to the table and back again. Come and hang out with your tabletop friends. Your tabletop friends. From the table to the couch and back again. Come hang out with all your tabletop friends. From the couch to the wall and back we go. Everybody ready to start the show. Put on your game face. Yeah, you know how. Everybody ready? The show starts now. The show starts now.
Good morning. We didn't figure out if it was live on us or not in time. So, good morning. I'm Jonah.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Sarah.
And normally we start with the person on this side of the couch.
That was me.
But we are so happy that you're here in 2026 joining us for our first Saturday morning board game show. What is it, January 3rd? Wow. January 3rd. Will just said this is our 72nd Saturday morning board game show.
That's more than a year. How many Saturday mornings are we in a year? 6.
How many? Well, there's 52 Saturday mornings.
Are you sure?
Oh, there could be more.
It could be more. It could be less. Yeah. It could be 51, 52, or 53.
We're going to go 52. There will be 12 Saturday morning board game shows, Lord willing, if we do one a month, because there's 12 months in a year. And we need to keep going with the show. So we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, WallZap, and we'll talk about that more a little bit later in the show. But we're going to get started over at the table.
Happy New Year! Welcome to the table. We've got some games to show off today. The first one on the table is Potions of Azurland. This is a 4-player set collection, ladder climbing, order fulfillment.
Okay.
All the board games are all the things now. Like, you can't be just one thing anymore.
No, absolutely. Multitask.
This is pretty clever, though. We are potion makers in the town of Azurland. It is the summer solstice, and we have our own little boards out in front of us, which are, we're going to be able to collect things like the potions that we make, the ingredients that we use to make those potions, as well as some money and some assistance that can help us out. We've also got a little track that we're going to be upgrading throughout the course of the game. One of the big things in this game is studying.
Okay.
And so in the game, you'll be trying to move your discs for the different types of potions that you can make up the study track in order to improve your abilities and make better potions and be able to earn more victory points when you fulfill the wishes of the wizards and other folks that are coming into town.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing about this game is the way that you take your turns in the game. You have this cool little slidey rack, we'll call it.
Okay.
It's a rack. And you're going to determine the priority that you want to be in as you go to each area in the market. So if I want to be the first person to be able to study, I might slide my number 1 in there. If I don't really care about the market action, I can actually flip my tokens upside down and I can collect money instead to be able to buy things later in the game. And once everyone, if you want to fill out your board too, we can just see what happens. I don't know. We'll walk through. Oh, you're so fast.
I know.
Way to go.
I'm going to go with what was in here.
What a great plan.
Since I don't know anything. Now, what happens when we have the exact same number on the same
So then we've got these cool little cauldrons that tell us who breaks the tie, and each time that happens, we would swap them. So I would get to go first on the forage action as the first priority person. I don't know if you can see it or not. In a two-player game, I get to roll 4 of these dice to try to collect items, and you get to roll 2 because you came in second on that tie.
Ooh, I get to
so
the same one.
some mushrooms and a diamond.
Now we try and get same ingredients or different?
We're going to be trying to build these specific potions, so it kind of just depends on which ones you're trying to
we
sell
have the
more
same
of.
potions on our board. Everyone has the
We
same.
do. Yep,
Okay.
we're all trying to build the same things. But then, because I won that tie, we would swap these puppies.
Okay.
We actually collect all of our coins at the beginning of the game, so you'd get a bunch of money, and I would get
For a reason.
two.
That I'm sure will become clear later.
It's basically just that you can waste an activity earlier so you can get the money right. So you can buy things at the market. So the next thing is the market, or is the study. As the first priority person, I would get to move up 4 spots on here. I might get to collect additional resource rolls as I go throughout the game. But I'm basically trying to level these up so that these discs move down and I unlock new things that my potions can do.
Absolutely.
We might go to the market. I didn't go to the market. You didn't go to the market, but we could buy some things over here. Those are just guarantees. Otherwise, you're rolling the dice and you're hoping that you get the resources that you want. The market's going to let you specifically get those, and you might be able to get some assistance over here as well, or pay to do some upgrades and things like that. So it's pretty cool. When you brew the potions, same deal. Whoever has first priority gets to brew more than the person who has second place. But then you just turn in your tokens for the specific potions. So I might turn in two purples and a red to make a speed potion.
Okay, and that's only on the brew action.
Right. So then we would get to do that as many as you can up to whatever that priority limit was. And then fulfill, we would actually get to go out and see if we can fulfill the desires of any of these purchasers out on the board. We would obviously collect the victory points for them, plus the bonus actions that are listed at the bottom of the cards, and then we reset the whole board and do it again. Each round, a different bonus would come out, so there would be different things that we get to do. There'll be new people who are coming into town. These guys are on the road right now, so we can kind of get a preview.
Know what's coming so you can plan ahead.
Yeah, exactly. We can see these guys are coming into town next week. Anybody that we don't fulfill stays here. New ones get added. And then, obviously, over the course of the game, you're just trying to score as many victory
So
points.
it looks like 6 rounds, as many victory points as possible. Lots of ways to get victory points.
Yeah. Lots of cool stuff. These little assistance tokens allow you to take additional actions, and they're worth points at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Sarah and I played this just last night, and she did beat me.
Oh, I'm very excited about that. Good job, Sarah.
It was funny because at the end of the game, I was up by like 4 points. And then she was like, oh, wait, I forgot to score the secret extra thing that you told me about. And jumped ahead and got me.
And you were probably accidentally cheating anyway, so it's fine.
Definitely. First time through, 100%. Lots of interesting powers that these guys give you. Lots of, once you've upgraded far enough, you can start rolling the big chunky die and get straight up potions instead of ingredients. You can hypnotize some of the customers out here so you get extra victory points and can give them whatever you want. Like, there's lots of cool magical things that the potions do for you.
And plenty of time to do it in?
Yeah. It did come to an end kind of quick, though. Like, I only really used my hypnotize by the time I got here and used it once. I was like, this is so powerful. I want to use it over and over. We're in round 6.
Okay. So, a nice build-up, but not overpowered.
Yep.
Perfect.
Trying to prioritize and figure out which track is going to be your road to victory is cool. We only played it as 2 players. I think it'd be interesting with more players battling over this because it was pretty much like, oh, we tied on one, and then I had obvious priority, you had obvious, like the rest of the time. It would actually be a little more frustrating, but I would like the idea of, 3-way tie. Okay, switch this, switch that. I'm first.
But now I've planned because I know I'm first priority and we tie on the second one, then I get to do that one more and you can think ahead and do that strategy a little bit.
Yep, 100%. And that's, I even tried that one time. I was like, I want to get study as my first priority, and I have the first cauldron, so I just need to not tie Sarah on the first one. I was like, I'll stick a 4 in here. She's probably not going to stick a 4. She stuck a 4. We had to switch. I was like, get out of here. Then I lost priority in the next one. So
it matters.
Programming and reading people's minds is a different part of the game.
Encouraging people to study. It sounds like a great time.
Right. Yeah, studying actually pays off big. Like, we were fighting over studying the most because it was get as high on track as you can, unlock your additional powers. Cool stuff. That is Potions Island from Lucky Duck Games, and I think we're headed back to the table.
Nope.
Starting out the year right.
New Year's resolution for Will.
Gone.
We are looking at Rudolph. Sorry we did not get this in last month.
Yeah, what
before
happened?
Christmas. I don't know what
Failure.
happened. That was a failure on our part. This is from De Beers, so if you're looking to snag some games at your local game store, save them for next year. You can pick up Rudolph. This one, you are building Santa's sleigh of reindeer and filling the sleigh with gifts. So everybody has a scoring card that they will start with. There is also going to be community scoring for whoever has the most of each colored reindeer, as far as their little harness goes. So in the game, it's simultaneous play. So we all have a deck of cards. We're going to keep it face down, don't look at them. And we will, at the same time, flip over a card into the center. And then we're going to grab one and add it to our sleigh. You can use it to either score, and you're going to add this way, or you're going to add reindeer and add this way to your...
So I put this over, and what happens? I put it on one of these?
We're going to flip it over all at the same time, and then grab one.
And grab one of those?
Grab one of these.
What happens next?
No, Kevin, one of these three that we
What
have.
is the three? Right.
This one.
I'm grabbing this one.
So you can choose to either tuck it under to score as a sleigh, or tuck it under to score the reindeer.
That's a reindeer. I want
So
a
now
reindeer.
I will get points.
I think I have 2 prancers. Am I allowed to have 2 of the same?
Yeah, you actually want to have.
I've got 3 blues.
You want to have. So here's a good example. Kevin.
Dancer. That's my fault.
Kevin put together some reindeer. So for scoring purposes, there's some score that need reindeer connected.
Oh.
So Kevin's, if they're in front of one another, they're connected. But also there's a little connector if they're side by side. So Kevin actually has 3 connected.
Times 2?
You would get points for having connections of 2.
I need gifts.
Connections of 2. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So.
We need gifts.
All right.
Can we do it again?
Yep. Ready?
These are all the same.
They're not the same,
They're
and
not
now I
the
have
same, and I got
gifts.
2 pinks together.
I don't know what this means.
I don't know how to tuck it appropriately. To make it line up.
Oh, behind
right
it
there.
like this?
Okay.
So this one here, what I did last time, I'm looking for a set of a green, a pink.
Can your reindeer do 2 sleighs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're powerful. These
They're
are
strong.
Santa's reindeer.
They're strong.
They can carry all the gifts, Kevin. All right, one more time. Ready, go. Okay.
Look how many
taking this one.
gifts I have. 5 gifts on this one.
Whoa. I think I messed
So,
up.
we're going to keep playing until our pile of 10 cards is gone. So you're going to have this really long...
What do these symbols mean here?
So this way I just said I need a set of green, pink, and blue.
Oh, but
Every
this is
set.
green and blue?
So this one is looking for a set of a green and a blue. Every set of those, they don't have to be touching, just on your sleigh. You get 2 points per set of those.
Unfortunately, I have 3 sleighs and only 4 reindeer.
They're still fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
You say it, but they look weak.
When do I get to put Rudolph in?
So Rudolph is going to be
At the end of the game?
the last one, and then you'll get your personal endgame bonus. And then we will score. We'll see who has the most of each color.
You get 5 points.
You'll get 5 points, and then we'll count up everyone's gifts in the sleigh and the Rudolph bonus and see who wins. That is Rudolph from De Beer. We're heading back over to the table.
You gotta say the words. They don't know what to do.
I was making sure you're ready. Good job. Thank you.
We've got Citizens of the Spark from Thunderworks Games out on the table. This is a tableau building game where you are trying to basically stack the characters that are in front of you. So we can put that back for a second. We have 4 cards to start off with on our deck. We're going to keep 2 and discard 2.
Okay.
If you have any that match, I'd recommend keeping those ones.
Okay.
And then you're just going to stack them in front of you. We'll discard the other cards. And then on your turn in this game, all you're going to do is draft a row. I think I might have set this up accidentally for 3 players. But we'll pretend like we're playing a 3-player game.
Okay.
You would draft the cards from an entire row or column. Yeah, let's do it this way just because I got too excited.
Okay, I know. It is. Okay. So
From a row. So you're going to take 2 cards and add them to your tableau. I'm going to take both of these guys. And that's what you do each turn. The rows that you don't take items from are going to get a little spark token added. That's how you get victory points in the game.
Okay. Do they get additional ones now or later?
They will before the start of your turn. On my turn, though, I can decide to use any of the cards. Can I see these that are in my tableau? And the way you use them is you get the powers based on the number of cards you have in your stack. So I have 3 cards in this stack. So I can say, I'm going to use my agitator I have 3 of those types of cards, so I get the best version of that power.
Nice.
And his power is I can trade 1 card for 1 card in another city, and I can convert it. So basically, I'd be able to say, oh, you have the same kind of
I
thing.
do.
Look at that. So I might take one of your cards, and I actually get 6 victory points for doing it. So I'm going to add these guys. This card now goes in the discard because I spent it, but your card might get added to my city.
And then you would be able to do it again.
On a future turn.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't even know that I did that exactly correct. All of the characters in this game get mixed and matched together when you play it, and the box features this huge deck of cards. So you actually can kind of custom build your deck, whether you wanted to interact more with other players or if you wanted to just do your own solo gaming.
Or more aggressive. Got it.
So then you can take any 2. You'd also get those tokens if you wanted to. You don't have to trigger abilities on your turn. You can wait and just collect.
So if I only got 1 of each,
right.
Plus if I only got 1 of each plus the victory points, and I'm just going to wait because I want a more powerful version later.
You might just wait, but you did get 1 victory point out of it, which is pretty cool. And then we just keep going back and forth doing the same thing.
How many rounds of this happen?
You actually play through the entire deck, I believe, because you're building the custom deck for your number of players and for the type of game that you want to play. So you can play with more heroes or fewer if you want a faster or shorter game. And basically, as you add these guys up, you're going to start getting really powerful combinations. And that, when I played this with Ryan a couple weeks ago, he had this perfect combination where it was get a bajillion cards to start off with. I think, did I beat you, Ryan?
I think you did.
By 1 point. But his tableau was massive.
Right.
And then halfway through, I was like, now you do have to actually get victory points. And so that,
and then trigger
balancing between, I'm hurting my neighbor and getting rid of their stuff. This is gain victory points for your city. And I have 2, so I would get the second version of it. So I gained 1 victory point per card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In your whole city?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you could stack these pretty well.
Yeah, and so as you build out a more and more powerful tableau, you're going to get more cards. Now, I don't know how well we shuffled this because we just pulled it out of the box.
We grabbed a couple.
But,
how many stacks of
lesser
cards are you normally playing with? Do you remember?
I think you're always drafting 2 cards, but then based on your player count, you get there's more stacks of cards to choose from.
Okay.
I think it is actually 3. And it might be, you might even be able to draft 3 cards in your tableau depending on what player counts you play at.
And how many different of these cards are typically in a game, do we know?
I think there's usually 7 decks, I want to say.
So you really, so it is Dominion, so you are going to have plenty to characters to choose from.
Yeah. In a 1 to 2 player game, you mix 7 decks, but in a 5 player game, you actually have 10 decks of cards in here because there's so many people pulling from it. And the cards are all labeled. They've got recommendations on if you want a short game or your first game or high interaction game. You can also obviously mix and match anything. But first off, depending on the cards that are out here, really changes your strategy. Because a couple times I played it, and it was literally you definitely want the water buffalo and the whatever.
Obviously.
The 2 of them working together just gives you 1 million victory points. You're going to crush it. However, as soon as one of those cards is not in the deck, now the buffalo's not worth, it's a pain in the neck to use. You got to use something else. And
okay,
so
good.
The deck is big enough that there's just so many different combinations. I did think the artwork was pretty fun in these as well. Looking at the different creatures was pretty cool.
I love a good turtle.
It's weird to me, the artist's choices on things. Elephants only have 3 fingers. Foxes have 5 fingers. I don't know how we decided that.
That's artistic.
Elephants really have only 3 fingers in real life.
Well,
maybe these aren't big. Just a science person. Give me. I have not paid attention to the chat at all. I've been having too much fun. I hope there's fun stuff happening in there. I think you got the gist. Let's head back to the couch. I got it right this time. And see what they got going on over there.
Welcome back to the couch. We are looking at a game called White Castle Duel. You might be familiar with its bigger brother, White Castle. This came out from De Beer in 2023, so I can say now 3 years ago. Since we're in 2026. This was one of my favorite games. I think it was my top 10 of 2023. This is a dice worker placement game. I really, really liked how the dice were going out from the bridges onto the different worker placement areas, and it was more about strategically using the pips of the dice, where you're placing the dice, and the colors of the different dice. White Castle Duel is taking that idea of the theme of the different warriors and gardeners and things like that, and making it a 2-player game, White Castle Duel. But there's no dice in White Castle Duel, and that made me sad. But it is a pretty good game if you're okay without the dice. So if you're looking for a dice game in a 2-player game, this is not your game. But if you liked the core of what was going on in the sort of worker placement strategy game with going up the castle and then getting the gardeners and the warriors and that sort of thing in White Castle, that's what you're going to see in White Castle Duel. Now, we have it sort of set up with one player. It's yellow versus blue in the Duel game. I have a yellow player here. They have these little lantern tokens here. They have 2 white, 2 black, and 2 orange. You'll notice there are lantern spots on the main board, and they also have colors black, white, and orange. They're randomly placed each game. On your turn, you're going to be taking one of the colors of tokens and placing them on one of these lanterns. But you have to do something that's different. So this one has to be the white one. So black one can go on the white one. When I cover up the color, that's the action I'm taking. So if I take the black and I cover up the white, then I can take the white action, which is basically letting me activate all my lantern cards on the white. So that's a little confusing. If you're like, oh, I'm playing my black, I'm not taking the black action. I'm taking whatever I'm covering during what they call there's a special term for it. It's not the outgoing, it's probably like the incoming. The outgoing rounds and the return rounds. So we're outgoing for like the first phase of the game, and then eventually, after these are on these different places, and I'm just randomly placing them, then there's the return round where you're actually taking them off the board and placing them back on. Now, when you take them back and you're returning them to your player board, whatever you take is the action that you get to take, which is a little bit easier to remember. I think the hard thing is like when you place, it's like, what am I placing it on is what I'm activating. So the cool thing is you don't actually have to you have 2 orange, 2 black, and 2 white, but you're not going to be taking 2 orange turns, 2 black turns, and 2 white turns. It's really up to you what you're going to be placing it on is what you're actually going to be taking the action, which I find interesting. Same thing with going backwards. You don't have to take those specific actions, which can influence your strategy on what you're actually doing on your player board, because you can take a lot of orange turns, you can take a lot of black turns, whatever is working for your strategy. The game itself, when you place it on there and you're taking the turn, you're actually going to take 2 actions, and you're going to see them on both. There's basically 2 sides to the lantern. So this one, I could take this card for 1 daimyo, which you have a limited supply of. You can have up to, how many is that? 12 different coins and daimyos, so limited on that. And then you're also going to be taking an action turn, which is basically getting workers out in the different areas on the board, which is going to feel very much like the original White Castle game. And then you're also taking your a token. You can go up the castle, and if you remember that, and there's these different levels that you're getting more bonuses, and you can make it all the way to the top and get even more stuff. At the end of the game, you get points. You're looking at these gold fans on the board. So if I can make it all the way to the top with my guy, I'm going to get 3 times the number of these types of flags that I have on my board, because there's a bunch of flags on these guys. Whoop. So these are the backs. Once you purchase these cards, you're going to flip them upside down, and you're going to get these different bonuses. Flags, birds. I'm sure there's a certain type of bird. I don't know what they are. But they're multipliers, and then the swords and the headdresses, whatever they're called. And you're going to be able to collect those during the game and multiply them by where you are. So it's like, I have 3 warriors out here times the number of swords I got in my player, which is going to feel a lot like the original game. So there's a lot of that, but it's just a 2-player version of the game. There we go. Any questions?
Very quick overview.
Was it very quick? How long does it normally take to play through?
I think it's probably like a 45-minute game.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty quick because it's just 2 players. And it's basically 2 main phases. You're placing all your tokens out, and you're bringing them all back. So
it seems like if you can multiply based on the cards and the symbols, that you can end the game with like a big point discrepancy.
Well, the one thing I didn't mention is you notice how I place different things. So you have limited you can't place two blacks on the same thing. So even if a black was down here, not that you can do that, you can't place another black. So it has to be an orange, a black, white, orange. Like it's got to have the three different colors.
Yeah.
So I did feel a little limited. I'm like, I really want to take an orange turn, but I can't place it where I want to place it. So there's a little bit of flexibility in what you're doing. But yes, there can be. If you can, Melissa and I played the other night. Melissa was able to activate one of their rows a lot, and she was able to get a lot of resources and get a lot of points. But there you go.
I like it.
I recommend it. If you like two-player games, I would recommend White Castle Duel. I still like the original White Castle better, but I like both of them. There you go.
All right, let's head back to the table.
Almost.
A wall.
Oh, the wall. I'm sorry, the wall.
Ready to the wall. This is Hannah's Hot Takes for January, but before I get into it, I want to mention our sponsor, WallZap. These are these cool metallic metal circles that you can put your art or your board games and hang them on your wall and let them become part of your home decor. And that is WallZap, and we thank them for sponsoring this episode. Now, we just celebrated a new year, so I thought for my January hot takes, I could go over some of my resolutions or goals to help maybe inspire you at home if you're still thinking about what possibly you want to take on in the new year. So I do want to start with my favorite resolution, which is 1080p. You know, my favorite computer monitor resolution. Feel free to use that joke with any of your friends, you know. The slight groan, that was I'm pretty proud of that one. All right, so here are my 5 goals for 2026. I'm going to start with number 5. I want to pet more dogs in 2026. You walk down the sidewalk and you see that fluffy good boy and you think to yourself, I want to pet that dog. I want to pet that dog. And you look at the human walking with that animal and you're like, can I pet that dog? And sometimes they say yes, so you get to fluff and get into that lovely little good boy fluff. I want to do that more in 2026. Number 4, I want to buy more board games in 2026. I only bought one board game with my own money in 2025, and that was from a Kickstarter, A Place for All My Books. But specifically, I want to buy more board games from my friendly local neighborhood board game store. We've got a couple new ones in the area around here that I want to frequent. So my goal is to spend more money on more board games. Yay. Number 3, I want to consume more cheese. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Hannah, you already consume a lot of cheese. And I tell you, you can always consume more. So I would like to consume more in 2026. Number 2, I want to become an agent of chaos for every co-op game I play this year. I want to enter into my trader era. Because every time there is a trader mechanic in any sort of co-op game, I already look guilty anyway, so I want to embrace it this year. So any co-op game you play with me this year, beware. I am embracing the chaos and in my inner little chaotic goblin. That is my goal for this year. And my number 1 goal for 2026, I want to lose a friend from playing a board game.
Whoa.
That's right. I want to create my own board game nemesis. That is my goal for 2026. I want to see more blood on more clock towers. And if I have to sacrifice myself to do it, I am willing to do so. And that's my 5 goals for 2026. If you have any of your own, please feel free to write them in the comments below. And we all together can embrace our inner chaotic goblin for 2026. Please stay tuned throughout the year. I'll keep you updated whether or not I actually succeed with any of these. And we're heading back to the couch.
I want to know, do we like this new Hannah more or less than
Do we like
last year?
All right, we are looking at Seashells. This is a new game from Kids Table Board Gaming, and this is a cozy family weight game. That we actually pulled this out at our community game night, and I saw several people enjoying this one. Your goal in the game is to collect seashells and items at the beach. So you will have a bonus couple of items, a color and a specific type of shell. And so on your turn, you're going to move the bucket to another space in that row or column and take the item there and add it to your board.
A bucket.
We have a little red bucket.
Okay.
So I'll go first.
You can go anywhere?
Anywhere in that row
Row or
or column. I'm going to come over here and pick up this whelk.
Okay.
Pink whelk.
And I can go here and take this
It's going to go right here.
pink thing.
Yep.
You guys, you didn't leave me anywhere that I wanted to be.
You can take the scroll. It looks good.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out
What's
what
the scroll
my
do?
thing is. I'm just going to slide
so-
over one and take this orange
Okay.
cowrie.
Cowrie, yeah.
I did not know that different shells had names
They do.
until right now.
Scallop.
It's not really the
So-
shell, it's the animal that lives in it.
Yep.
Oh,
Animal.
that makes so
scallop.
much more sense.
Bottle
So, the bottle, here's your player aid I didn't give
that I
you.
didn't have.
There are two different scoring modes. There's simple scoring. Everybody.
An extra turn. Yeah, man.
Yes, the
Is that what it
bottle
says?
gives you an extra turn. So you place it in your basket along the side, and then at any point you can spend
Take
it
two
to
turns.
go
Two turns in
in
a row. Boom.
All right.
Nice.
There are also, if you notice, I'm going to pull a couple off here
Whoa.
just to show you. There are these fish bones. If you can
connect
get
them. That's cool.
the set, it is 5 points. All right, and then the sand dollars are all $1. I'm gonna come over here and get this guy. So the way scoring is going to work is we are trying to get the majority of each color and each type of shell. So we will just go down the line and score who has the most yellow, who has the most blue, etc., and then who has the most scallops, who has the most cowrie. And you do have your two secret
How did you get
cards
3 already?
that.
That's right, because I have 3.
You took a
Okay,
bottle.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna come over here and do a purple starfish. So right now I actually have 2 starfish because I have the secret one in my hand. So that helps you not, because we can see everybody's board and you can kind of count, but everybody has theirs.
But it's okay.
So play will continue until.
Right.
Play will continue until the bucket has no more items in that row or column. So there usually are several things left on the board. Not everything is going to be, and every shell is unique.
Okay.
So you won't ever.
You said till there's nothing left in the row or column
Yes.
where the bucket is? Got it.
Yep, so we keep playing and then we score.
Can I use my scroll thing twice?
You can, yeah.
3 in a row.
Jonas got the majority. So eventually we're going to run out of stuff. Our blankets are going to be filled up with things. Hopefully we have a couple items in our basket.
Then we reveal our things and we say,
I have a bonus of these.
Yellow cowries.
pink conchs.
Yep.
I got my pink conch.
Yep.
So you would have 5
4.
conch, because this one counts as one of them. You would also have 2 pink ones. So you would actually beat me out on pink because you have 2. I did not get
I
any
got 2 of
cowries.
these.
Jonah's going to win on cowries.
Went
He
on
also
yellow.
wins on yellows.
Yep.
So yeah, we score and gain coins for everything we do. There's
I wish I had done it.
also
It's just going boom, boom, and take 2 turns in a row like that.
there's also another variant. I have not played the variant. It is stroll mode. So you play without the board and you just make a line of the shells and move down the path.
I beat Sarah on blue now.
Oh,
You did.
scroll mode.
But that is seashells. This is a great one to take to the beach and play.
You play with
beach
real seashells.
You
So
play
what
with
you're
real
what you're trying to do at the beach is actual find
But you're going to need to bring some spray paint.
Oh,
Make
that
a
is-
couple of them pink.
a little marker.
Green. Yeah.
A little marker.
Yeah. All right, seashells from KTVG. Let's head to the table.
We're over here looking at the game Zenith from Play Punk Games. This is a 2-player only game where we are trying to use different alien races
Okay.
to gain influence on the different planets in the solar system. Since I'm the first player, you get a little bit of an edge. You've already got the influence of Terra leaning towards you just a little
Absolutely,
bit.
because they don't want you to be in charge.
It seems like it.
Absolutely.
So on your turn, there's a couple different things you can do, but basically you're going to be playing your cards to the different spaces on the board. You've got to pay the credit cost from your supply, which means you've got to balance your funds throughout the course of the game. And then you get to take whatever the action is on it. So in this case, I'm going to increase the orange influence a little bit towards me. I'm going to gain 3 of these Zenith tokens, which I can also spend in the game in different ways. And then you have to pay me 1.
And I do. And if I don't happen to have any, would you be out of luck?
Yeah, you just go as far left on the card as you can, taking whatever you can do. If you can't do it, fine. At the end of your turn, you'll then draw back up to 4 cards, and then it's the other player's turn.
So for my first turn, I'm actually going to get this first player token. So please explain to me how that works.
Yeah, so there are some bonuses up here that you can. There are other things that you can do in the game. One of those is gaining more influence, basically. And so she's dedicating one of the. There's a cool name for it. I can't remember what it is. But animal aliens. Yeah. And she's going to get to take this token, which means at the end of each turn, she's going to get to draw up to 5 instead of 4, which is cool. And she's going to get to draw 2 cards off the deck to help her out. And then that card just goes in the discard pile.
So I'm draining 2, and that was my turn.
Yeah. I'm going to show you how to do one of these just because I should.
Good. Yep.
Basically, I can dedicate one of the similar types of things. Let's go with. Oh, I'm missing a token. Let's see what it is. A 4. Having more money is never bad. Let's do it. I'm going to dedicate one of my hands. It goes in the discard pile. I can then move up 1 on this track. It costs me 1 of my Zenith tokens that I've collected, but I get to collect 4 credits so that I now have more money to go throughout the course of the game. And once I get influence on all 3 of these tracks, I'll get to take whatever the side bonus is as well. And so sometimes throughout the course of this game, we're going to be vying back and forth, and I'll be, potentially real close to claiming that orange. But then all of a sudden on your turn, you manage to level it up, and all of a sudden you're moving it 3 back, and it's right back where it started, and all my work has been, thwarted by your activities. I'm going to draw back up to 4. Why don't you take another
This might be a good game to practice finding my board game nemesis.
Oh, there we go. Two players are great.
I don't know what this symbols mean, so I think it might be a good idea to explain that. So if I were to play Doc, I know I'm going to I'm going to pay 6, move the orange 1 towards me. Do we know its number of credits for?
It is. So I think it's going to be up on this board. Actually, it has a really handy icon sheet.
Ooh, I love it.
Which is really handy. So this one says, immediately develop the indicated technology with a discount of 1 Zenith. So basically, you move your orange back 1. Mm-hmm. You paid your 6 credits.
Yep.
You then get to do this, which basically is saying move up on the hand action. So you get to move up.
So move this 1 towards hand, but it'd be a cost of 1, but it's -1, so it's fine, and then I get 4 credits.
That's correct.
And then I go back up to 5, and then it's back to you.
Yep, cool. One of the other things you can do, did I draw 4? I did. Man, I don't really want to fight back and forth on orange. Let's do blue, because I'm rich. I'll spend 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
I get to move blue 1, and then any other 1, 2, and then any one that
any 1, 2.
I messed it up. Well, any other 1, 2, and then I kind of messed up. I should have played this later. This symbol is saying if it's on your side of the line, then I can move it to. There's nothing on your side of the line, so it's basically a wasted action.
That's perfect. I love it. All right. And then if
fight me back and forth.
Absolutely.
This
That's
is
the whole
Nemesis.
point.
The Nemesis standing.
So I'm getting 8 credits, and then you have to give me 2. So that's giving me 10 money.
That is nice. Here's. I don't have change, but you can have 2 and a whole.
Yeah. If this was a real game, it would be.
We would count it.
We would absolutely keep going.
The other thing you could do is you could actually go up there a second time. Now I could always steal it from you.
Correct.
Cool.
Now would I have to immediately discard down to 4 if you did that?
You do not. You get to keep the cards in your hand, but you would not be able to draw back up to 4. Also, you could go back there and flip this to the other side, and now you can draw up to 6, which is sometimes huge, especially since some of these cards will let you play more than 1 card on your turn.
You might need more.
You can kind of save up, and pull off some really cool turns. To win the game, you have to get. If I had made it to where this token comes off the board, I then claim it. It's going to go up here on my side of the board. If I can get 3 of the same color, I win the game.
Okay.
If I get if I get 1 of each color, I win the game. Or I think if I get like a full house or something like 2 and 3, I can also win the game. That's not right. It must be 2 and 2 or something. I can't remember.
Yes. There's 3 ways to win.
Yeah, 3 is the best way to do it if you can get 3 in a row. But once you start working on that 3rd one and they know it's coming, they're like fighting you tooth and nail.
And you might not have the cards that you need in your hand.
Yeah, it's almost always, every time I've played it, it's been that I've gotten 5 different discs and won the game that way. This track is pretty interesting. The further up you get, obviously, the better the rewards get. You can do some really powerful stuff. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
1 of each.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to that level, that's hard to get to because you got to spend so many turns on it. But there are multiple paths to victory, which is pretty cool, which I enjoy. These cards all work together in really interesting ways. The deck is pretty massive, and there probably are repeats in here. I don't want to say that there aren't, but it seems like each card is unique.
You're not going to be able to look through the deck for one specific card, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
And as I mentioned earlier, the cheat sheet is super handy. There is a bunch of iconography in the game, which is the first time you play it, you're kind of looking up like, what does this mean each time? But after that, then there's no reading. Like it's just, move this, collect that, do that thing.
And I'm just realizing they all have really fun names. Every character has a very fun name.
And a lot of them, I think, are like maybe like memes from probably universes I don't even recognize.
Van Gogh, but it's with a 4.
Geronimo. I mean, that's definitely Rocket.
Yeah, I love it.
Really, really fun art, really fun components. I will be honest, I'm not usually a fan of these type of like move the disc influence games. There's a lot of 2-player games that do that, it seems like. This one felt fresh, though.
Ooh.
The additional stuff that you're getting to do, and then the way that these cards, like, you'll get some in your hand where you're like, oh, this next turn is going to be amazing because I'm playing this, doing this, moving
all
up,
the combos,
getting 2 discs, winning the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
The whole game plays in probably, I don't know what it says in here. I was going to say 25 minutes. It says, 30 minutes. Pretty quick games, but enough nail-biter as you get to the end, especially like when you played it several times. The first couple games, Sarah didn't really know what she was doing. I taught it to her. I won really easily. Okay. By like the 3rd or 4th game, we were like neck and neck. Like really,
the whole time. The tension was there.
Yeah. I also do have to give a shout-out to these tokens, too. These aren't like, they're just plastic, but the finish on them is a little bit
they're textured, and they're all different textures.
Yeah, they've got like a little matte finish to them. I thought that looked real nice on the board. I don't know. I enjoyed this one. I had some fun. So that is Zenith from Playpunk Games. Let's head back on over to the couch.
We're looking at Fantasy Realms Greek Legends. So this is a new version of Fantasy Realms from WizKids. And this one introduces a new mechanic to Fantasy Realms. So, same normal gameplay. Draw a card, discard a card. You're building the best hand. But the deck is going to be all brand new. Every card's unique. And we now have the Afterlife. So you are allowed to banish cards to the Afterlife. They are, however, negative 10 points apiece. But there are some cards that
so you have your own
give you negative. Everybody has their own Afterlife.
You have your own Afterlife.
There's some cards that give you a huge penalty. Like Kevin had one. It was negative 20 if not in the Afterlife at the end.
Oh, no.
So, but then the card value may be really high. Some of them give you bonuses for having certain cards, or they can't even be activated unless you have certain types of cards in Afterlife.
The real question for Fantasy Realms Greek Legends is, did they update their scoring app? There's like a scoring app that everybody uses.
I did not check about the scoring app because I just used
Greek
the regular Pittsburgh.
Scoring.
You're just using a picture.
Yeah, it's like it's good. Like you use this to score Fantasy Realms.
Oh, let's look it up.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
Take your turn and see what we got.
Right. I got feet. Maybe this one has stuff going on. I'm gonna discard this Epic Quest. It's so big. I don't think I'm gonna get it done. It's needing all of these things.
Wow. All right.
And I don't have most of them.
So I do love the artwork's pretty cool in this.
Yeah.
You have the art style I like. Compared to the other one, I like this better than the regular Fantasy Realms.
I think so too. The other Fantasy Realms makes it. Well, the first time that I ever played it, I didn't think it was going to be that great because of the art.
Right.
And then I played it, and I was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is very good. But the art kind of threw me off, so I do agree. I like this one a little bit more.
I like the artwork. Sarah just introduced this to us today. I like the original Fantasy Realms. I'm discarding.
Are you putting that in the Afterlife?
No, this is my. Oh, sorry, I'm just keeping that in my hand. I'm discarding. Sarah's like, you're discarding the Afterlife? I'm discarding.
Some of the symbols are brand new, so I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm going to discard this, the Afterlife.
Okay.
If you do, immediately draw 2 cards from the deck and discard 2 cards.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Cornucopia.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah. Penelope.
So
Persephone.
characters will have, or cards will have all of these symbols on them, the tags. There's some new tags that are unique to this game. There's other icons.
I'm just going to get rid of River. That's -20. I don't want that right now.
Mm-hmm.
There are cards that require certain characters to be alive in your hand or to be in the afterlife. So.
And the game's over when how many cards are in the game?
When 10 are in there.
Are there 3?
I know.
Hold on, I totally have one of these.
Oh,
I totally have one.
I did. I'm like, boom.
Don't you worry about me. I got Perseus. I think I'm good. Okay, so that needs to stay.
So if you're familiar with some Greek mythology,
I think
Yeah,
this needs
all of
to
them are
go.
in here. Or a lot of them are.
I got Medusa.
Needs to go.
Okay.
Don't look at her.
Apollo.
I've got
Apollo
Ares,
wants art.
Perseus, Odysseus.
I don't know what that does.
I've got the Labyrinth.
I have the Helm of Hades. It's an item.
You keep getting fates? That's your second fate. That's the fate you drew. You just didn't discard it right away.
Oh, man.
Stephanie.
Oh, I just got Athena. It's over for you guys.
All right, so we would keep playing and then score. Great question if the app is...
Yeah, I'll have to check if there's an app for this.
We'll check the app in a moment. They do have a Fantasy Realms app like WizKids put out that you can purchase. It's like $5. But I was really talking about the scoring app.
Scoring app.
If they added the Greek legends.
So as you can see on these cards, each card scores differently. What Sarah and Jonah and I would do is we look at our hand and we'd say, this is the top corner tells you the number of base points.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can get more points if you can complete whatever it says.
Yeah, this is 9 bonus points
Whoa,
for every
she
other
is
magic
Yeah,
card.
she's pretty good.
4 times?
4 times that?
For each living hero with one or more of Athena's icons, which I think...
Wow.
Does living just mean I can't put them in the afterlife?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. But then I have all sorts of heroes. Sorry, I'm not really going. Do you want me to go?
That's okay. We didn't just pretend. Okay. Mine says +10 with more heroes than gods. I have mostly heroes here. So I would get like 30 points just for that. Oh, no, it's just 10.
10.
Yeah. So anyway, cool.
Yeah.
Is Orpheus alive? I don't know where Orpheus is. Oh, he's still alive.
All right, so that is Fantasy Realms from WizKids.
Yep.
Hannah is going to join us here.
Can I
And we're going to play the next game.
Yeah. How many what?
How many what?
I don't know.
All right, how many what? This is a party game. We're going to push that for later. Push that for later.
I'm coming back.
Everyone, please take a marker and one of these whiteboards, please.
While Hannah sets up the game, if you haven't gone to TantrumCon.com to get your badges for TantrumCon 2026, now is the time to do it. Premier event registration just opened up the other day. Regular open activity sign up starts today at 7 p.m. So if you are coming, now is the time to get in, sign up for all the events that you want to be a part of. We're all doing lots of learn to play, so you can come play games with us. We got a bunch of special events going on. Turn a Meal registration opens up tonight as well. Lots of cool events going on at TantrumCon. You should go check it out. Even if you're not coming this year, go look at all the fun stuff so you can start saving for next year.
Exactly.
And be a part of the event.
All right.
Can they play along with us with this game?
Absolutely. You would absolutely play along at home. It will be a little
play
bit
along at home.
Absolutely be a little bit of a delay, but it'll be right. So on each of these cards, the person who is giving the clue to everyone else has something that either says how many blank tall, how many long, how many way kind of thing. So I'm going to pick 2 different options on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the first one, I get to look through here, and I'm going to go, how many Cheez-Its long is an 8-player Telestrations box?
Oh, I know this.
And you are going to write down a number.
Cheez-Its long.
How many Cheez-Its long is an 8-player Telestrations box?
I got to think of the Telestration box for 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rectangle box.
Maybe.
And you're going to write down an answer, and then we're just going to reveal them all those answers at the same time.
I feel like this is a pretty doable one. Like, I think I know how big a cheese it is. Right?
I definitely know how big a Cheez-It is
Maybe it's not.
from my days of Cheez-It eating. I feel like I got
Go
this
ahead,
exactly
pick
correct.
one. Pick one. This is
One.
going to be your player token.
Okay.
Go ahead, player token.
Hot dog.
Am I blue?
You're going to be a player token.
Okay.
I've got a
Alright.
little stop sign.
All right. Now, if everyone has written down
number.
Is
a
that
number,
many players it plays? That many?
you can play that many players. Yeah. If that is, if you have written down your number, we're going to flip all of our numbers and just put them up in the middle.
I feel like our answers are already varying wildly.
So we've got 17,
It's right around there.
21,
Right around that.
22, 10.
These are not the big Cheez-Its, Will.
They're gotta be like
All right.
quarters of an inch.
So you're going to take your
It's an
player
eight-inch box.
little token, and you need to remember which player token you are, and you're going to put a number.
What if it's higher? Like 23?
It's absolutely fine if it's over. It's whoever's closest. Whoever is closest.
Yes.
Go ahead and put your player token on,
Oh my
and
goodness.
you're going to get points based on how close you are.
You,
All right.
You can bet on other people's stuff.
You can bet on other people's stuff. You bet on your own. If you bet on your own,
Oh, I just.
if you bet on your own and you are correct, you're going to get 3
Come
points.
on over. Come on over to 22. Come on over to 22.
Okay. Well,
All right. So,
Okay.
how many Cheez-Its long is an 8-player Telestration box? 10 Cheez-Its.
Clearly, the
Cheez-Its.
math lines up.
wow.
It's an 8-inch box. The Cheez-Its are like 3/4 of
All
an
right.
inch.
Now that you know, you're going to pick back up. So basically, whoever's
I
closest,
doubted myself.
whoever wrote the number 10,
Will.
you're going to get 1 point. And we would write all of our names down and get 1
Should
point.
bet on myself for
If
sure.
you had put your player token on it, you would get 3 points for your
Somebody
own.
did
1 if
get-
somebody
Corey
else
gets
guessed
23,
it
so
correctly.
you guys.
So now we're going to do the exact same thing again
No,
with a
you know what
different
Cheez-It is.
object.
Jesus, though.
Love
We're gonna take the 8-player Telestration box with a different object.
A Cheez-It is like
So,
a
Those
square.
are 12-player illustrations.
8-player.
See, that's where I
A
went.
second one,
yeah,
that's where I
All right,
went.
so
Cheez-It is a
how
square
many praying mantises long is an 8-player Telestration box?
Well,
You know it's 10
that was
Cheez-Its.
your other. Are we doing?
Can you do
You do the
fractions?
exact same thing again.
I'm locked in.
Fractions?
Is this like a
So
full
I would do
massive
to
grown?
the 10th,
Now I'm locked in.
but I would
To the 10.
like you can go to the 10th. Like if it was going to be like 10.1, but I would go round numbers if it's like
I
round numbers are pretty good. There is some, and we're going to play a couple rounds of this. But in case this starts an argument in your friend group, they do have an exact measurement
Nice.
with some base. It's called the Crybaby Compendium.
Love it.
That you can actually like. This is the legit weight
Alrighty.
type thing. All right, so.
Corey
We have-
Googled it. The Cheez-It cracker is 0.94 inches, so it wasn't 3/4.
2.8,
Almost an inch.
2.9,
I love it.
3, or 4. Go ahead and put your player token on which one you think is
Put mine on the
correct.
4.
Gotta believe in myself.
All
Did I
right.
say 4? Did I say 3? I think
I don't know what you said.
Gotta believe in myself.
How many praying mantises long is an 8-player
Male or
Telestration
female?
box?
That is a good question.
3.3.
Good job.
3.3.
So you get 3
So
points.
you would get 3
Myself.
points,
And I wrote it.
and you wrote it. So it's 1 point for getting it correct.
Asian
If
or
you wrote it
American?
yourself, it'd be 2. If you
3
put it on-
total points.
3 total points.
This wasn't mine.
I'm
So-
in the lead.
Who would like to be the person who does the?
I'm in the lead.
Don't
I'm
you
ready.
have
I'm ready. I'm
that
ready. I'm
2.5?
ready.
So make sure you hide the answers are on the back, so that you make sure that it's not right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm locked in now.
Right?
What we
How many what?
Oh, it's Sarah?
Okay.
Yep.
How many dice long is an 8-player Telestration box?
Are they
No,
always
it's
8-player
the-
Telestration
Read the
box?
top thing. Read the top question.
Oh, the top one.
Yeah.
How many casino dice tall is the Mona Lisa painting?
Casino dice.
Mhm.
This is tall. Yeah,
Normal,
Yeah,
normal.
Is the Mona
D6.
Lisa? Let me see.
Right?
You've seen it in
I have seen
person.
it.
That Mona Lisa's not that big.
Right. Smaller than you think it is. How big is it, though, is the question.
Wow, I don't think I
I
would.
know. I feel good about that.
I do like that. We get one question to guess. We'll know the answer, and then we get to guess again on the same question to see if we can get it closer.
All right, Will's ready. All right, here we go, folks. 34, 21,
17,
15.
21.
All right.
I'm
It's kind of
actually-
we're all pretty close to
Yeah,
each other.
I'm going to go with 17.
How many
Will, what do you
casino?
Do I trust myself? I think a casino dice, again, is a half inch.
Have you seen the Mona Lisa in person?
I have.
Yes.
But is it 18 inches? Is it 12 inches? How big did you think the Mona Lisa was, Sarah?
How big?
Like this big.
Right. Is that 18
A little
inches?
bigger?
No, it's not that big.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that big?
tiny.
I think it's smaller than that.
It's tiny.
It's like 20 inches.
20 inches is this big. From here to here is 20 inches.
Then it's not that big.
18 inches is, I'm going to keep it.
18.
I'll go with 34.
18.
All right.
Okay.
Will's doing
All right.
Oh.
Good math.
How many? All right. The correct answer is 39.
No.
I'm better
All right.
than I thought it was.
How can you visualize correctly?
Maybe.
So Will would get 30 points for voting on himself correctly. You would get 2 points if you place the token on the winning whiteboard.
Oh, wow.
And 1 point if you pay. So it's 1
You should
point.
probably get more points for getting
I
it
know.
correct.
So it's 1 point if you guessed it correct. 1 point if you put it on the correct whiteboard, and an additional point if you put it on yours and it was correct.
So they're all one.
So it's all one, but you get an additional if it's.
All right.
All right. So now we know it's 39.
Oh, no, sorry.
Dice. We do it with-
We're doing dice again with what?
No, you get to pick a different object with the
But
same
the
Mona
same
Lisa
Mona Lisa.
painting.
Somebody.
Okay.
I was thinking Google how big the Mona Lisa is, but we still don't actually know that.
Okay. So now we know it's 39 dice tall.
Yeah.
How many?
Okay. How many venti Starbucks cups
No.
tall is the Mona Lisa?
Venti. Which is Venti? Small, medium, or large?
You gotta know that. You gotta know that.
Help me out, audience at home.
That is not.
Venti Starbucks cups tall is the Mona Lisa?
I don't know in this one.
I'm going with my first instinct. We'll see. We will see.
We already.
Try it. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel locked in. I feel dialed.
I don't know. How.
I think Venti's the large though.
The large? Isn't it Grande the large?
Grande
the middle.
vintage friend.
Don't help him out.
I mean, I already wrote it down.
All right. 3.5, 3.5, 3, and 4. Are we going on our own? Just say you got to.
What are you going on?
You on 3, 4, 5, or 4?
We do it. Now that we're I guess you still be helping me.
Yeah.
I'll go for the 3 actually. I don't know. I thought the Venti was really small, but
All right, just so everybody knows, Venti is the large cup.
it's large. Okay, now
Oh,
let's go
God,
Is it
definitely
2.5?
did. I went wrong.
And the answer is closer to everybody at home. 4.6.
Everyone's guessing 5. Right.
Ken, that is
Okay,
Oh,
so
we're gonna
4 was
talk
the
about
right answer for this one.
So I get 1.
Yep.
You
Everybody
get 1
at
point.
home was closer. Good
Yeah,
job.
good job.
Nishant, 5 cups.
But I was imagining. I don't know what I was imagining.
I don't know what you're imagining.
I thought it
either.
was small for sure.
Someone else like
I thought
to-
Venti was small.
Like
What's
to guess
Venti?
one?
What's
Are we
the
doing it
small
again?
called?
Yeah, you can. How many?
Final
Paul
one.
is
All right, final one.
Of course. I'm ready. Locked in.
Hold on.
Don't want to see it. Don't want to get accidental cheating. And then you
Wow.
Let's see if.
This is hilarious. All right. Y'all know what the London Eye is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
Ferris wheel.
How many London Eyes?
Okay.
Ooh, this is big.
Yeah.
I'm already
How many London Eyes tall is Mount Everest?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Just I'm assuming it's
From the bottom of the
Yeah.
mountain.
Bottom of the mountain.
No cheating over there, Jonas.
I'm just getting my calculator out.
You know how tall my Everest is? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. And
Everybody
I'm
knows it.
guessing.
I'm within
Probably-
2,000 feet of Mount Everest. I know it's on Mount Everest.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's probably.
But how do you know how tall London Eye is?
Well,
Well,
it's gotta be.
it's a Ferris wheel.
it's
I've
huge.
seen it.
It's one of the biggest Ferris
So that's
wheels
what
in
I'm
the
trying to
world.
I'm literally, I have no
I know, this is great.
I'm
It's
like, is it-
two big things. A big
Yeah.
thing
Nothing.
and another big thing.
Is it a football field tall? No. Is it how much of a football field?
There we go.
Okay. I have an answer.
Here's
We'll
my
see if-
totally uneducated guess.
All right.
Did you write that? No, that's last. Oh.
12? I don't know. I'm literally guessing.
Yeah, I'm so
I'm literally
All right,
guessing.
put your guesses on, because this is hilarious. This is the first time that we were all way off.
Yeah,
no idea.
they
Right
have-
from each other.
Yeah.
37? No.
I'm guessing. I'm going to go with
Is it
Jonah.
closer?
It's the tallest thing in the whole
Mount
world.
Everest is like 22,000. Yes? Somewhere around 22,000 feet.
And you think that
You can't
The
look at
Ferris
that.
wheel,
I'm
the
she's
Ferris
mapping.
wheel, I gave it like 600 feet. And then 22,000 divided by 600, 37.
I'm
It was
going
like
to
36, I added one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well.
error.
I think is Mount Everest not 22, 23, 24?
It has been a long time since I know that.
Yeah,
that's definitely a whole. I have no
All
idea.
right, well, you guys guess, and then we'll tell you how
Yeah,
tall it is.
go ahead and put your player token. Which one?
Jonah did not convince me with his, so I'm going with 1,000.
This one. Okay, 1,000.
I've got, this is 2,900.
Yeah.
This is closest without going over, for sure.
Going over does not matter in this game.
Going over doesn't matter.
Going is
Just
whoever's
closest.
closest.
But there's a huge.
I think that the real
I already
answer.
gave my answer.
I think that the real answer is like
Play another
50.
round.
50.
I
Okay.
think the real answer is somewhere in the 50s.
All right.
The real answer is the 50s?
Yep.
What is it?
The real answer is 66.
Okay. So yeah.
So 66
Yeah. You
is
got 3 points. I got a
Good job.
point. All right. Do you want to do another object with the same Mount Everest? See if we can get closer.
66.
Yeah, but you know how tall it is now.
I already knew how tall it is because of my number. I just took a 10 off.
Okay.
Okay. How many Taylor Swifts
Okay.
is Mount Everest?
All right. So she's got to be like. I'm guessing.
We all use calculators on this now?
Nope. I'm not using a calculator.
I just needed a calculator.
Yeah, but y'all know how everyone should be super close. You all just figured out how tall Mount Everest is.
How many
How
Taylor
tall-
Swifts is the London Eye? You know, like that's what we're literally.
How many Taylor Swifts is Mount Everest?
Yeah.
Right.
But if you take a London Eye,
That's so many.
right? You take a London Eye and then you add times it by 56 or whatever the answer was.
The interesting. What
Where did that number come
I
from?
don't know. I really don't remember.
Grand Canyon. I'm like,
How many Grand Canyons is
I think Grand Canyon's tall, I guess.
Yeah, and now it's
Oh, it's because of how deep the Grand Canyon is.
Yeah.
But I don't know how deep it is.
Right.
I was also close-ish with Mount Everest. I feel good about it.
I will tell you, since it doesn't really matter, that the number of Grand Canyons tall, Mount Everest, 4.8.
Yeah, like nothing.
The amount of research they had to
It's like
do
this-
and
that
math to
one
create
strait
this
under
game.
the water or whatever.
Yeah.
What's that one strait called under the water?
Mariana Trench?
Yeah, that one to Mount
That
Everest.
is one of the
like,
other questions as well.
It's like 1.1.
All right, well done.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right,
I totally was like, what's a number? What's a number? What's a number that I can write?
I will tell you, one of them is pretty close.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I'll do the
there.
4,800.
Just
Which one?
4,800?
No, the 800.
Just the 800.
4,800. Yeah.
There's 5 tokens, there's only 4 people playing.
Oh, because we put extra money.
You can vote
Yours
for
out there too, Ken. Sorry.
That's okay.
The real number
Yep.
for how many Taylor Swift tall is Mount Everest is 4,900.
900.
There we go.
Way to go.
Mount Everest is 29,000.
Yeah.
So the Grand Canyon is
I just took a 0 off of it. No, I wrote that already.
The
I took
Mona
a
Lisa
0.
is 30 inches.
30
30 inches.
So it is taller.
The London Eye is
Maybe we were
443.
further away than I thought.
440.
I would have guessed
I did
it wasn't this tall.
600.
You said that's not 30 inches.
But I messed up Mount Everest too. Yeah.
Well,
Makes sense to me. I was
Yeah.
like, Ferris wheel is going to be like 500-600 feet. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, so that's how many
Mine
what
actually probably
from the up. That is, and you can just keep
I
going
don't feel like it was 30.
as long as you
30
want.
would be like, yeah, up to there.
I like it.
We must have been far away.
We were far away.
So there
I
is.
felt like I felt like I was
Bigger than
close.
you
We
think,
did not
but it
stand
is
in the
small.
long
They also have
line.
the
It's
Mona Lisa
smaller.
in the biggest possible room.
Yeah, yeah.
They do.
It's smaller than you think
Yeah.
it is, but then it probably. But then
Do
we
you
were like,
see
look
how much
small it is.
discussion this
Maybe
is
like-
creating? This is great. This is a great party
All right,
game.
folks.
If you
So
like
you're-
discussions or nemesis.
Yeah. So you're getting long, tall, and heavy are objects. Those are the 3 kinds of questions in here.
Yeah, one of the examples was like, how many gallons of milk tall is a giraffe? I was like, oh, that's a great question. I don't know. But
I don't know, but it sounds fun, right?
But now, like, when you're at a party, you can be like, did you know that the giraffe is 20 inches tall?
If you needed fun facts for your next holiday gathering,
Some
there
of
you
these
go.
are really tough.
Right?
How many Eiffel Towers long is Japan?
Yes. What? Yes. There's like how many marshmallows does a something weigh?
It's like if you don't know any of the heights or
either one.
That's why you guys are so far off with Mount
Yeah.
Everest. You guys didn't really know London Eye. You didn't really know Mount Everest.
And that's why you get,
Yeah. I mean, I've seen
I did London
how-
Eye is 100 feet because I was like, I don't remember.
and that's why you have two objects per card.
Yeah, it's so tough.
But you
How
didn't
many
tell me because I don't
Icon
know.
of the Seas cruise ships
Oh, yeah.
does the Empire State Building weigh?
Wait. Hold up.
These are tough.
Like .7, no, like 1.3. Yeah. It looks like it's only, it's not very
Turn the
much.
boat
These
sideways.
are
No, it's
tough.
way though. It's
Way.
way.
I know, but in general math, it's still going to be like.
It doesn't matter if it turns sideways.
No,
It's
I
going to
don't
weigh
think
the same.
I don't think that. I don't agree with that.
How many feathers are in a pound?
I mean, it's like similar.
I don't agree.
Wow.
I feel like
All right, the Crybaby Compendium says.
Okay.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in for our show. Happy 2026 to all of y'all. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of you at TantrumCon next month. We won't be here live on Saturday morning because we'll be playing in real person life.
Absolutely.
Real person life at TantrumCon. But have a fantastic year. We will see you soon. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.